So last time you saw the 750-gallon pond, it was thriving. Thousands of guppies, plants, just full of life. But today it is completely empty. We sold every single fish to local fish hobbyists and all of the plants faster than I could have ever imagined at freshwaterscrub.com. So today I'm heading out to restock this pond with thousands of different live bearers. But when I arrived at the fish wholesaler, the lights were off and they were closing forever. And hundreds of fish were about to be left behind. So what started as a routine restock of this pond just turned into a massive rescue mission to save as many lives as possible before the doors lock for good. Little did I know that when I started this trip today, that it would be one of the last times I would visit this fish wholesaler. In less than 24 hours, I would be notified that they were closing down for good, emptying their tanks, emptying their breeding ponds. And turning the lights off one final time. Well, this pond has been empty for a couple of months now, and we're going to restock it today with some live bears. Probably not guppies. We're probably going to go platies, mollies, something like that. Not sure yet. There are a couple of guppies that are left over from the sale, and they're swimming around in here somewhere. Oh, here they are right here. So we're going to add some friends for these guys today. So let's go ahead and get out and get some new fish.
Not a whole lot going on in this pond, but today that's going to change. Because we are going to be stocking this thing with thousands of fish. And when I say thousands of fish, I literally mean thousands of fish. Splash, how many fish?
Thousands of fish, Chris.
Even Splash knows. She wants something to eat. With that, guys, well, there's nothing left to do other than get some fish in here. We're going to start with this big bag right here. We're going to let those just temperature acclimate for a little bit. We also have a whole bunch of floating plants that we're going to put in here today. Look at this bag, guys. This is insanity. Alright guys, well this bag is fully acclimated. These fish are ready to go in, so let's get them in there. Well, now that we have all of these fish in here, we're going to start working on the second bag. Once we get them all in here, we'll take a look underwater once the water clears up and such, and look at everything that we have. But for now, let's go and start working on this next bag. We're now working on our next species of fish that's going in here, which are a bunch of cories. You know, we need something to dig around in the bottom, keep the mess cleaned up, those kinds of things, right? Let's acclimate these guys and get them in here as well. Our last fish that is going in here is not the type of fish that would go with these live bearers, but they were available. I don't have anywhere else to put them right now, so they're going in here. But I think you're really gonna like these. So let's take a look at these guys.
be the one to call like this, but we're closing the doors. Whole operation's done after today. All the stock's going fast. If you want any fish, you need to get here now before it's gone.
You're shutting down after all these years?
10 years and change, but it's over. I'm sorry.
All right, okay, I'll be there.
I am on my way to pick up an undetermined amount of fish and have no system set up for them. What am I gonna do?
Well, we've picked up all the fish, and we are about to fill the back of this car up.
So I have an idea of what we can use, and I'm thinking mesh laundry baskets. You know, some that could like sit inside of this pond and allow water to flow through but contain the fish. And I'm thinking something kind of like this. This will be perfect. So if we open one of these up and just take a look, this will be great because this will contain the fish inside of it while allowing water to flow through, all of the waste to flow through, but keep them segregated enough that they don't kill each other. And in fact, I use these all the time to clean substrate. They're great because they hold the substrate in, allows all the dirty water to flow out, just makes perfect sense. So logically, this will work for containing fish. So let's get a few of these and get them home.
Guys, well, here is my solution. These are mesh laundry baskets from Walmart. They're about $4 a piece. The holes are small enough none of the fish can get in or get out. And therefore, we can segregate these more aggressive fish until we figure out what we're going to do with them and where they're going to go. So for right now, we're going to set up the rest of these, and then we'll go ahead and get these fish in here today. Some of these are going to have some aggressive fish in there, so we're going to drop some of these fake plants in some of these. Just so we make sure we break it up a little bit, just in case there's any fighting that happens or anything like that. We'll have everything acclimating, and as soon as they are done acclimating, we're going to get these things in here and we'll take a look at what each one of these are. But because I am about to overload the bioload in this pond, I do want to go ahead and add some chemical bacteria. I'm going to use some product to do that. We're going to go ahead and use some API stress zyme. Well, everything has been fully acclimated. Some of these are going directly into the pond. Some of them are going into the baskets, but I'm going to show you each type of fish as we release them. We also have fish that are going into another pond over here, but I'm not going to show you those yet. You'll have to see those later. As you can see, everything is looking good in here. All of the fish are doing really well. But what I have decided to do is, because when I bought these, I bought a couple of these little lower, longer baskets, and then I bought some of the taller baskets. And I'm going to change out 2 of these taller baskets for the lower baskets just because I think they're needed for certain fish in here. So we're gonna get those changed out. We'll put 2 more along this pole here, and we're just gonna have to like do a little rearranging, if you will. Before we get started in trying to get these black containers switched out with these longer containers, I think I want to start with quietening it down in here a little bit. Now that the sound has been dampened significantly and you can actually hear in here, it's time to do this. Now my thought is first I'm going to get some of this duckweed off the surface of this water. That way we can just see what we're doing, and yeah, there's a lot of it. So we have a 5-gallon bucket, we have a net, and we're going to start scooping this stuff out, literally just pulling it out and dropping it in this 5-gallon bucket. Now that we have some of the duckweed moved out and we've moved a couple of the plants around, we've moved these baskets down, we've made room for 2 additional baskets down here, which is what we're doing, is we're converting 2 of these black baskets to these longer baskets. And we're gonna go ahead and start moving some of these fish now. So these guys seem to be doing okay over here. They're fine. So we're gonna leave these here. But I think what I'm going to move are these parrot cichlids
right here, or maybe, actually these guys right here are the ones that are gonna get moved. I don't know exactly what these are, but you could probably tell me once you see them and we get these out of here. So let's start with these guys. Well, we are back here checking on this pond after some time now, and we're gonna take a look at everything to kind of finish this video up so we can get an update. It's been at least a month since that last segment. As you can see, there's a lot less duckweed on the surface of this pond, and that is because a lot of it has been sold at freshwaterscrub.com. There's also a little bit of a die-off happening. You can kind of see the white pieces. That is actually duckweed that has died, and then the green is obviously good duckweed. So that just happens when you try to grow that stuff indoors and there's not a lot of nutrients and sunlight. We do need to add a second light to this pond. Right now we have one light over top of it. It's keeping some of these plants growing. As you can see, we have a little lily pad right here. Over here we have some banana plants. Down here we have another lily pad that's sprouting up out of this bucket, and then you can see another one coming off of that root there. You have a little bit of that root down there. It's actually sprouting up too. These over here are sprouting. This is sprouting back. But after getting all this duckweed off of here and allowing this light to actually penetrate down into the water, these plants are recovering, which is good. We want to take a look at all of the different fish in here. To start, these right here are Texas cichlids. We call them Texas cichlids, but they're actually Rio Grande cichlids. And these are the only native species of cichlids to the entirety of the United States, and you can see those there, and we're going to take a closer look at those later on as soon as we feed them. These here, I think these are jewel cichlids, but I need you guys to tell me. So if you know what any of these cichlids are, please comment down below and let me know. And then when we move over here, we have these yellow cichlids, which are super cool looking. I will say I need to add more rocks to this particular container because they all sleep around the rocks. Over here, we have another type of cichlid, which is an orange cichlid. These are parrot cichlids. I'm not sure if they are leucistic or why they are white like this, but they're white with dark eyes. We will take a closer look at these later on. And then we have these guys here, another cichlid. I am not really sure what these are. So we're going to take a look at the other fish that are actually in the main section of this pond in just a moment with our GoPro. But we have one bucket left over here. That is something special that is actually going to be in an upcoming video that is focused specifically on what's in this container. So we're not going to look at that. For now, let's go ahead and take a look at each individual container, feed them, and then take a look at all of what's in this main section of this pond right now. All right, guys, well, we fed all of the fish in this pond. They're all looking really good. Everything's healthy and looking fantastic. So we're gonna go ahead and get the wave maker turned back on, get the pump running again. And with that, hopefully you went on to enjoy this video today and you're enjoying the content. If you saw in this video, there was specific text displayed on the screen that gave you an opportunity to win a piece of Christopher Scott merch. You must be in the US, you must be 18 years of age or older, or have a parent. Claim your prize. But in order to win that piece of merch, basically, you just have to be the first one to comment that specific species of fish. fish and be correct. And I will give one piece of merch to the first person, and then I will give one piece of merch to a second person that is randomly chosen from all of the correct answers before February the 1st. So go ahead and make sure you comment, but with that, make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Both links are down below in the description. Visit us at freshwaterscrub.com. And hey guys, I'm truly grateful for you. Hopefully you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And with that, hey, we'll see you next time.